lessons you taught me for life. So me never giving up, never giving. At the end of the day, me must have to win. Me glad me find my own strength, cause it come from within. And me say thank you, mama, again and again. Never giving up, never giving. At the end of the day, me must have to win. Me glad me find my own strength, cause it come from within. And me say thank you, mama, again and again.
Thank you indeed, and good morning to you. It's a brand new day. It is the 25th of March 2025. It's a Tuesday, the second day of the official working week. I know some people work on Sunday, so it might be the third day of the week for you. But for most of us, it's the second working day, second school day, and another exciting day, to be alive, to set out on your journey. And like this song says, to never give up. And that song is a Grenadian song, by the way. It's by Rhea Mitchell. Such a great one to start off the morning, not so? I'm Chrislyn Lashington, or Missy Chrissy, in your company this morning. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada. Over the course of the next hour and a half, we are going to dive into some news. So we're going to tell you what's happening in Grenada, the region, and around the world. We'll also give you the weather forecast. So important, because I tell you, that surprise rain came again early this morning. So we definitely want to know what the weather forecast is so that we can adequately prepare for our days ahead, all right? And then we will be having some conversation. We're talking about Pump It Up Walk. And listen, health is so very important. Health is truly wealth. We want to make sure and focus on that. As you're starting off your day, think about, are you eating a healthy breakfast? Are you getting to do a little bit of a workout in the morning time, a stretch, a meditation, something, a walk? Big up to all those people I know who like to walk in the morning time. I remember seeing a lot of people walking and a lot of people holding sticks. You know why they're holding the sticks? It's for those dogs that are loose. So maybe we could help each other out by also making sure that we are tying our dogs, right? So that nobody's at harm while they're trying to work out or just trying to walk and live their daily lives, right? So that's what's going on. And, it's just about 23 minutes onto the hour of 7 o'clock right now. And I just want to say a special good morning to everyone locked into K105.5 FM. And also good morning to everybody watching on GBN TV. Also, I know some people are locked in online. They love the live stream. So big up to everyone on Facebook. Good morning to you. Let me know where you're tuning in from. And also to the people on YouTube, good morning to you as well. Listen, we also have an online, a website. You can join on the website as well, gbn.gd, and listen to us live on the go on your devices, all right? And just giving you a motivational quote for today. Your journey is your own. Keep moving forward with faith, even when the path is unclear. Your journey is your own, not nobody else. To give you some colloquial in there. It's no one else's but your own, all right? Keep moving forward with faith, even when the path is unclear, right? Like the song is saying, never give up, stay focused, and just urging you to, don't look at the people on the side of you unless you're running a race for sports, right? But you still, even if you're running a race, you want to make sure and look at the prize and just go towards that, all right? And also giving you a prayer today. Heavenly God, thank you for the gift of a new day. Grant me the strength to walk in purpose, the wisdom to make the right choices, and the heart to serve others. May I embrace today with gratitude, faith, and unwavering hope. Amen. that is your prayer for today. And I wish you really a fantastic day. I'm hoping that I can give you a little light as you start. And now let's dive into the word for the day. So we are here to expand your vocabulary. So giving you the word for today, erudite. Erudite. It's spelled E-R-U-D-I-T-E. Erudite. Showing deep knowledge. That's what it means. That person is it's an adjective, I imagine here. Yes, erudite. The sentence with erudite. The professor's lecture was both erudite and engaging. The professor's lecture was both erudite and engaging, all right? And it's spelled E-R-U-D-I-T-E, pronounced erudite, all right? Showing deep knowledge. That is your word for today. And, interestingly enough, today, the 25th of March, is the International Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Transatlantic Slave Trade. The 25th of March. In fact, all the way back in 1807, that is when the United Kingdom's Parliament abolished the transatlantic slave trade. And, with this day, it's a matter of honoring the people who suffered under the brutal transatlantic slave trade and raising awareness about the dangers of racism and discrimination. So today is a very significant day. I know there's so many people doing good work to ensure that we are overcoming the repercussions of the slave trade in Grenada, the Caribbean, and beyond. And we salute you for the work that you have been doing. All right, so guess what? We're getting ready for the morning edition of the news. So definitely stay tuned right here on Good Morning Grenada. We'll be right back with the news.
Good morning, everyone. This is...
Supposed to finish cooking like this? I wonder if climate change is behind all these water shortages. Time to think about the future. It's really time to invest in a proper water storage tank, What water tanks you guys have available?
We have 450 gallons for a family of 3, 800 gallons for a family of 5, and 1,000 gallons for a family of 7. Purchasing any of these tanks will ensure that you have enough water stored.
Don't be like me and wait until you're out of water. Be smart. Be prepared. Invest in a proper water storage tank today.
Don't call me small, I'm dreaming big, I'm gonna have it all. ACB's me, start, manage, expand. Taking on all my competition, got the whole bank's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation. Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. ACB's me. Start, manage, expand your business today.
My name is Pianki Toussaint. I am a proud representative of the Maggie brand and by extension Bryden and Miners. And I'm here to tell you that we are very excited to be once again the title sponsor of the GBN Maggie King of the Grill. This is an event that we have partnered with for well over a decade. It's a family fun environment. It's a great way to taste the culinary exploits of some of Grenada's finest chefs Yes, and I'm telling you, if you're not there, you're missing out on something grand, right? This is something that our brand, Maggie, a household name, your culinary partner, is very, very happy to be a part of, and you'll get to see some exciting, not just see, but also taste some delicious and exciting things from us on that day as well. So we are looking forward to having you at the GBN Maggie King of the Grill. See you there.
Get ready, Grenada. The Maggie King of the Grill is back and bigger than ever. On Saturday, June 7th, Monroe's playing field transforms into the ultimate battleground for grill masters. Think you got what it takes? Then fire up those grills and show your skills. Registration closes Friday, April the 11th. So don't miss your chance to compete for that sizzling prize and bragging rights. It's food, fun, and flavor, all powered by Maggie. To register, call 407-8458. Maggie King of the Grill, where flavor rules. See you there.
Agritech Limited Grenada is your one-stop shop for all your farming needs. We provide seeds and seedlings, pesticides, fertilizers, irrigation and water management systems, veterinary products, and a wide range of agricultural products and implements. Our staff is knowledgeable and ready to serve you. Call us on 435-9677 or 440-4460 or visit us in Happy Hill, St. George. We are open Monday to Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Agritech Limited Grenada. Come grow with us. Agritech Limited Grenada is your one-stop shop for all.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed.
GBN Morning News for today, Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. Business coming up in the news. Business Representative Senator Salim Rahman encourages government to seek assistance from Guyana in developing Grenada's hydrocarbon reserves. In the region, Guyana president says Trump's tariffs plan on Chinese-made ships could impact regional trade. Internationally, White House confirms journalist was accidentally sent classified war plan. And in sports, West Indies women set for ICC Cricket World Cup qualifiers in Pakistan. The details right after this message.
In
Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in...
With the details. As Grenada awaits the promised comprehensive report on the technical and economic feasibility of Grenada developing hydrocarbon reserves, business representative in the Upper House, Senator Salim Rahman, is encouraging government to work in partnership with Guyana to assist in the development of the country's resources. Senator Rahman made the suggestion during his contribution to the 2025 budget.
When we think about oil and gas, as I've said, if we have it in commercial quantities, let us not reinvent the wheel. We have a very good relationship with Guyana to the south, and they have already trod the path to developing their oil industry. They can guide us so that we don't make mistakes that perhaps they would have made. And if that opportunity avails itself, wouldn't it be wise to say to our neighbors, help us to develop this industry? Help us with your engineers, help us with your professionals to develop this industry so that we can make a success out of it, even if you have to receive something out of it. Madam President, half a loaf is better than none.
In November of last year, Prime Minister Deacon Mitchell said he would be presenting a report on the potential environmental and social impacts of hydrocarbon exploration and development in Grenada to the public by the end of November 2024. He said that the technical working group led by former Finance Minister Nazim Burke has been doing a lot of work to get a complete understanding of the current state of the country's contractual and legal obligations around hydrocarbons and the exploration licensing agreement awarded to the Global Petrol Group by the previous New National Party administration. The National Water and Sewage Authority, NWASA, said it is forging ahead with its 5-year strategic plan to improve the quality of water in Grenada. Acting General Manager Terence Smith spoke about the company's 5-year plan, which includes the laying of pipelines and construction of 6 water storage tanks.
NWASA has a very, very high, what we call penetration rate. It's probably in the vicinity of 98 or 98.5, in the very high 90s% of Grenada's population is served by the National Water and Sewage Authority. You know, it has a households which have a private water service connection. But we must admit that we have not, over the years, been able to provide a continuous supply of water 24/7. NWASA has a very, very...
NWASA's Planning and Development Manager, Wilm Cox, spoke about projects to be implemented and completed.
In the very high 90s.
8 of these tanks being constructed across the island. To date, we've completed 2, and we still have another 6 to be constructed. These tanks is going to assist us with storage so that we can better serve the dry season. And again, that's the challenge. The GM just mentioned that we cannot meet our demand during the dry season.
A comprehensive review of the Festival of the Arts is taking place this week. Commissioned by the Division of Culture under the Ministry of Tourism, Creative Economy and Culture, this initiative aims to assess and enhance the festival's impact, identifying areas for growth, innovation, and improvement. The goal is to elevate the festival into a vibrant, relevant, and engaging cultural event that offers a high-quality experience while ensuring its long-term sustainability. The festival serves as a platform for schools to compete in various artistic disciplines, including dance, music, and theater, providing students the opportunity to express their creativity, refine their skills, and gain exposure in a supportive and competitive environment. Launched in the 1960s, the Festival of the Arts was designed to showcase the creative and artistic talents of students across Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. Tourism ministers from the Organization of Eastern Caribbean States, OECS, will meet in St. Vincent and the Grenadines next week to discuss a common sustainable tourism policy for the sub-region. The OECS Common Sustainable Tourism Policy 2025 to 2035 has been developed by the OECS through extensive consultations with member states. It replaces the 2011 Common Tourism Policy, which expired in 2016, and aims to drive sustainable tourism growth through a blue economy approach, significantly contributing to the region's gross domestic product and job creation. Funded by the World Bank under the Unleashing the Blue Economy in the Caribbean project, the policy emphasizes regional integration, inclusive growth, and climate resilience, ensuring that tourism opportunities are accessible to diverse communities. According to the St. Lucia-based OECS Commission, key areas of focus include the sustainable use of coastal and marine resources, biodiversity conservation, and intersectoral linkages, all aligned with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. Now in the region. Guyana's President Irfan Ali has voiced concern over U.S. President Donald Trump's plan to impose tariffs on ships or vessels made in China, saying this could impact trade in Guyana and the region. In a statement on Saturday, Ali said Guyana, Suriname, and Trinidad and Tobago would need to assess the implications for tankers and other vessels transporting oil and gas. Some of these challenges were raised by the regional private sector organization during a recent emergency virtual meeting held by CARICOM heads. Meanwhile, Prime Minister of Antigua and Barbuda says his government is concerned that moves by the United States to impose a levy on Chinese-built ships that operate in U.S. ports could have a significant impact on the country's economy. The United States Trade Representative has proposed fines of up to U.S. $1.5 million on China-made ships or vessels from fleets that include ships made in China. Brown, speaking on his weekly radio program over the weekend, said that the issue has been discussed by Cabinet over the past several weeks, amid concerns by ministers that such a move will likely have a negative impact on the economy. Brown told radio listeners, and I quote, "An analysis has been done and we have been advised that shipping a container could increase by about US $3,000 to US $4,000. End of quote. The Regional Judicial and Legal Services Commission has appointed Dr. Chal Ibo Osuji of Nigeria and Canada as a judge of the Trinidad-based Caribbean Court of Justice. The commission, independent body responsible for recruiting staff and judges for the CCJ, said that Ibo Usuji will fill the vacancy created by the retirement of Justice Andrew Burgess on April 11th this year. It is said that Justice Ibu Usuji is an international jurist who served as a judge of the Hague-based International Criminal Court from March 2012 to March 2018, and as ICC, that's the International Criminal Court, ICC president, from March 2018 to March 2021. Looking further afield, the White House on Monday confirmed that a journalist was included in a group chat in which United States Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth and other top officials discussed upcoming strikes against Yemen's rebels. President Donald Trump announced strikes on March 15th, but in a shocking security breach, The Atlantic magazine's editor-in-chief, Jeffrey Goldberg, wrote that he had hours of advance notice via the group chat on Signal. Goldberg did not provide details of the plan, but wrote that Hegseth sent information on the strikes, including on targets, weapons the U.S. would be deploying, and attack sequencing, to the group chat. Goldberg said he was added to the group 2 days earlier and received messages from other top government officials designating representatives who would work on the issue. Also in international news, President Recep Tayyip Erdogan accuses opposition politicians in Turkey of disturbing the peace of our citizens with provocations after a week of protest. Unrest began on Wednesday when Istanbul's mayor, Ekrem İmamoğlu, an opponent of Erdogan, was detained on corruption charges. He spent the night in jail on Sunday and says the charges are politically motivated, something Erdogan denies. Fresh crowds have now gathered in Istanbul for a sixth consecutive day of protest. Earlier, the Turkish government said 1,133 people had been arrested since the protest started. Turkey's presidential election is not scheduled until 2028. İmamoğlu was confirmed yesterday as the Republican People's Party's candidate after a symbolic primary vote. A U.S. federal judge has refused to lift a temporary restraining order blocking the deportation of Venezuelan migrants under President U.S. Donald Trump's invocation of wartime powers. On March 15th, Trump deported 238 alleged Venezuelan gang members to a mega prison in El Salvador, citing the 1798 Aliens Enemies Act, last used during the World War II. Judge Boasberg ruled on Monday that many of those deported dispute their gang affiliation and must be allowed to challenge their removal. Trump proclaimed on the 15th of March that members of the Venezuelan crime gang Tren de Aragua were conducting irregular warfare against the U.S., justifying their deportation under the Alien Enemies Act of 1798. That's your international news. Sporting news is up next. Morning, sporting fans. West Indies women set for the ICC Cricket World Cup qualifiers in Pakistan. The Cricket West Indies CWI confirmed that the West Indies women's squad are set to compete for the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup qualifiers 2025, scheduled for the 9th to 19th of April in Lahore, Pakistan. The team is scheduled to depart today for a pre-tournament camp in the United Arab Emirates before moving on to Pakistan to complete for one of two final qualification spots for the ICC Women's Cricket World Cup 2025, to be hosted in India in October to November this year. The West Indies will face 5 opponents in a round-robin format: hosts Pakistan, Ireland, Bangladesh, Scotland, and Thailand. The 2 top teams will join Australia, England, New Zealand, South Africa, Sri Lanka, and hosts India in the main tournament. Bangladesh, West Indies, Pakistan, and Ireland were unable to secure a direct spot for this Cricket World Cup via the 2023-25 ICC Women's Championship, having finished in 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th place respectively in the standings. Scotland and Thailand qualified after being the next 2 best-ranked sides in the ICC World Women's ODI team rankings. The 2025 Caribbean Premier League will bowl off on August 14th at Warner Park in St. Kitts. The St. Kitts and Nevis Patriots will face Antigua and Barbuda Falcons from 7 p.m. Meanwhile, the Trinbago Knight Riders will open their campaign on August 17th at the same venue against the Patriots at 11 a.m. Defending champion St. Lucia Stars will open their title defense against Antigua and Barbuda Falcons on the same day at 7 p.m. The finals will once again be played at the Guyana National Stadium. That's sports. Stay with us for the weather forecast.
Got something to share?
Call us at 440-1252.
WhatsApp 405-3052 or 407-8458.
Or email gbnnews@gbn.gd.
GBN News, first, accurate, voted #1.
Jerry Tamer at the Meteorological Office at the Morris Bishop International Airport. Good morning, Jerry.
Hi, good morning to you, and good morning to all the listeners of the network. Let's look at the weather for today, Tuesday, the 25th. Well, conditions down here at Point Slains and most parts of Grenada are cloudy. The winds are from the east-northeast at 15 miles an hour. Barometric pressure is now 1015.7 millibars. Now that is above normal and rising. Current temperature 25.5 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is now 88%. Yesterday, we recorded down here at Point Slain a maximum temperature of 30.4 Celsius, and last night the minimum dropped to 25 degrees Celsius. Down here at Point Slain also in the last 24 hours, we received 7.3 millimeters of rainfall. That's bring the total for the month of March so far to 23.5 millimeters. March is doing pretty well. Let's turn our attention now to the public forecast, and this is valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and the Petite Martinique. We can expect conditions to be partly cloudy with a few light scattered showers during the morning period, but becoming generally fair during the afternoon. Winds easterly to east, southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles an hour. Seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 9 feet in northeast and northeasterly swells. And for this, a marine advisory remains in effect. Tides are currently rising. High tide will be at 10:45 this morning. Low tide will be at 6:58 this evening. Today, we can expect a maximum temperature of about 30.5 degrees Celsius. We'll have sunset today at 6:18, sunrise tomorrow, 7 minutes after 6. So just to repeat the public forecast, remember it is valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. Conditions are expected to be partly cloudy with a few light scattered showers during the morning, but becoming generally fair during the afternoon. And the seas moderate to rough, waves 6 to 9 feet in northeasterly and easterly swells. And a marine advisory remains in effect. So, from the Met Office at MBIA, Jerry Tamer.
Thank you so much for that weather forecast. And now for a recap of the headlines. Business Representative Senator Salim Rahman encourages government to seek assistance from Guyana in developing Grenada's hydrocarbon reserves. In the region, Guyana president says Trump's tariffs plan on Chinese-made ships could impact regional trade. Internationally, White House confirms journalist was accidentally sent classified war plan. And in sports, West Indies women set for ICC Cricket World Cup qualifiers in Pakistan. That's the morning edition of the news for today, Tuesday, March 25th, 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I am Chrislyn Lashington.
No frills, just great prices, only at Courts. We don't just talk about it, we got it. Shop and save big on appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. Great deals on mattresses, plus free gift with purchase of selected Ashley items. Plus, with Ready Finance, get it now, pay later. No fine print and no tricks, only at Courts. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply. Offer runs from 25th February to 24th March 2025.
ACB's me, start, manage, expand. Don't call me small. I'm dreaming big. I'm gonna have it all. ACB's me, start, manage, expand. They came on all my competition, got the whole bag's attention. ACB, best financial solution. My business has a good reputation. Ready for success? Call us at 444-4919 or visit us at acbonline.com to learn more. Start, manage, expand your business today.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Agritech Limited Grenada is your one-stop shop for all your farming needs. We provide seeds and seedlings, pesticides, fertilizers, irrigation and water management systems, veterinary products, and a wide range of agricultural products and implements. Our staff is knowledgeable and ready to serve you. Call us on 435-9677 or 440-4460 or visit us in Happy Hill, St. George. We are open Monday to Saturday, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. and on Sundays, 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. Agritech Limited Grenada. Come grow with us.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada. It is Missy Chrissy in your company, and we're jamming to a song by Jefferson called Move. Just a while ago, for those listening on radio, you heard a new release from Sabrina Francis featuring Jefferson, Dash, and Mr. Killer. What a lineup. What a lineup. That is definitely a good song. Taking over, going higher. It definitely is on theme with our motivational, quote for today, which was, your journey is your own. Keep moving forward with faith, even when the path is unclear. You understand? That's what we're doing. We're moving. It's just about 14 minutes after 7 o'clock on this lovely Tuesday morning, March 25th, and we are preparing to have a guest in studio. But in the meantime, I want to open up those phone lines. I know you have so many things you'd love to share, whether it's a birthday shout out you have, and happy birthday to anyone celebrating today. Happy birthday, happy anniversary if you're celebrating an anniversary as well. And listen, if you're like me and you're celebrating life, happy life. Happy Life Day. We're celebrating life today. The number for the phone lines, 435-2041, 435-2041. You can call us live in studio. Also, you can hit us up on the WhatsApp as well. Same number, 435-2041.
Yeah, boy. I'm gonna go now.
I know so many things have been going on. For instance, we're seeing some interesting decisions by U.S. President Donald Trump. He has been making some interesting decisions as it relates to, trade, and there are some potential impacts to Grenada and the rest of the CARICOM region. We've also seen, unfortunately, an accident with a truck in the Woodlands area with that project. And, it definitely raises the concerns, about inspection of these vehicles and so forth. We have someone calling in right now, so let's go to the phone lines. Good morning. You're live on Good Morning Grenada.
Chrislyn?
Good morning.
How are you?
I am great. How are you?
You catch up with the voice calling you?
Say that again.
Tanti.
Good morning, Tanti. How are you doing this morning?
Good to know you with us. God bless you long term. I want you to come back on the air because we don't have to have men all the time. We want women too. Because the ladies know a lot more than the men, and they'll give us a good thing on the radio. Chrislyn, how are you going? Good.
I am going well. I mean, a balance is good, so I appreciate that. Anything special you'd like to share with us this morning?
What I want to share special is the Lenten season, people not keeping it holy. We are in the Lenten season where God has suffered so much pain for us in the world today. So this is his time. We have to go back and suffer the pain that he suffered, the cross he bear. Pick up your cross and follow Jesus and love one another. No, we have to live with love, Chrislyn. If you don't have love, you're nothing in the world. We cannot live in the world without love. Jesus says, love your neighbors as you love yourself. But most of the people in the world live without love. They tell you all things, they don't want to do what you want with your life, but your life belongs to God. I'm so happy to have you here with me this morning. And I know I hear you when I say I have to call you. I tried already, but I didn't get through. So remain with me on the air and others for the rest of the time. God bless you, darling.
Thank you. Have a great day. Thanks for calling. Indeed. I mean, that's a question, too. Are we celebrating Lent the way we used to before? That is certainly a question. We have another caller. Good morning. You are live on Good Morning Grenada.
Hello.
Hi, we can hear you.
Yeah. What really upsetting me is Mr. Donald Trump telling us that if we do business with Venezuela, that he's going to put tariff on us. Mr. Donald Trump not supposed to tell us what to do. I remember in the Revolution time, Ronald Reagan, he had a Caribbean-based initiative, and we were out of it. Right? He didn't put us in it. Why do Donald Trump could come and tell us what to do? We are not in Donald Trump's backyard. I would like you please stop at that.
Thanks so much for calling. Great contribution there. Indeed, it really raises a lot of concerns. We have another caller on the line. Good morning, you're live. Good morning. All right, it seems like we lost that caller. If you wish to share your views, the number 435-2041. That's the number live in studio. Good morning, you're live.
Chrislyn, good morning to you. Yesterday morning, there was a conversation concerning police headquarters moving on to the coronage. I tried to get in to find out if Fort George would be a tourist attraction, and I couldn't get into ask that question. Could you help me as to whether Fort George would be a tourist attraction? Nothing was said. I don't know what was said before. So this is why I'm posing the question now.
No problem. I appreciate you calling. He said a little bit in the beginning about it being developed for something related to tourism. That was early up in the speech, and it was, very, very short-lived. However, I'm sure we will be hearing a little bit more about it in the future as the project develops, because it's something that I know he mentioned briefly.
Thank you.
No problem. Have a great day, sir. All right, y'all. If you are willing to, the phone lines are hot this morning. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, ma'am. Greetings. Well, I wish everybody happy birthday and who married and so on, married, whatever they call it. But I also would like to touch a very important matter. I would like to talk to Grenadians relative to what is happening in this here country. The matter specifically today will deal with what is happening in Woodford, part of our island on the western side, where there are great developments there, I understand, in the interest of the country to supply aggregate and materials and whatnot for the building of a road. Oh, sounds real good. But here is the detail. These activities are taking place, the building of structures near to a village without an environmental report assessment done, bypassing, and this is important, bypassing the instructions of the Planning and Development Authority established by an act of Parliament, meaning that it is a law in this here country. But some power over that, I do not know. And I think it is time that we ask the question, is it executive authority or legislative authorities overruling an established law in the country and permitting this development in the country? Yes, it may mean good for the country, but it is breaking the law. My question today is that why is this happening? Of course I know the answer. I wouldn't say no, because that's a debate in itself. But I want to call on the Planning and Development Authority to find your way onto the airwaves of the country and let us know what is happening in that development. Let us know what your instructions to the company Renault has been. Have they responded to your instruction? And please, above all, to tell the people of this country which authority is overriding the law that you are implementing in the fulfillment of your duty. Let the people know. The problem will be looked at further very soon on matters related to separation of powers, because everybody ground in Grenada doing what they want. We have to begin respecting the laws of the country. Thank you very much, ma'am, and do have a nice day, will you?
Thank you. Same to you, sir. Thanks for your contribution this morning. 435-2041. That's the number right here live on K105 and GBN TV. Good morning. You're live.
Good morning, Mr. Gracie. How are you?
I am good. How are you?
I just called to say I love you, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Good morning, sweetheart. And I also want to say good morning to my boy, Innocent, wherever you are, sweetheart. I hope everything's fine with you. And Mr. Gracie are calling on us in the Caribbean. Please let us pray out Mr. Trump. Focus on the Caribbean for us. Please, and you let us do it. Praise could change mountain. We don't have nothing in the little Caribbean. But that man, I know when you elect somebody to make people happy, jive, fool, do the best. But like they elect that man to terrorize the world. Let us pray. Let this man forget us in the Caribbean. Thank you.
Thank you so much for calling, and thanks for sharing that chair. I love that. That was great energy this morning. All right, so we do have a call coming in. Good morning, you're live. Good morning, you're live. Okay, so let's take another caller here. Good morning, you're live.
Good morning, Chrissy. How are you?
I am doing well. How are you, sir?
Pretty good. Nice to hear your voice on radio again in the morning.
Thank you.
I want to share something. It's somewhat related to the point raised by Mr. Rulo. I'm questioning there is an act of parliament that institute a planning division. And Ms. Lashington, you would bear me out on that. We have heard so many stories where people start erecting illegal constructions. They do illegal erection of buildings. They occupy land that is not. They do a lot of things. The planning authority needs to get its act together. I don't believe it's the government. In some cases, yes, the government do interject. But you have situations where people occupying spots that is illegal. The planning division will send letters to them, informing them that they are doing whatever they're doing is not correct. But they are given time, some of them 15 and 20 years. This gentleman that was doing the erection on the beach in Grandans, this gentleman that had that building in Las Vegas, one of them is 15, one of them is 20 plus years. The planning division has to be more effective in the execution of the duty. You cannot tell me someone is erecting something illegally by the side of the road, and the planning division will go to that person and say, listen, what you are doing is illegal. They send them a letter. And then you let that person continue instead of enforcing the law. That person, when they get that letter, that first letter, should dismantle whatever they have erecting. There should not be a second letter coming to them so that they could be there so comfortable over a period of time that they feel what they're doing is correct. And it is happening all over. And the planning division has the authority to notify the people whatever they are doing is wrong, and also have the authority to remove it. So why you let people feel so comfortable in the space that they are operating for this number of years, and then after they have invested so much, you come and break it down? It doesn't make any sense. In relation to the plant in Woodford, I've listened to a discourse over the weekend. I've read it, in terms of what is happening. A gentleman spoke on behalf of the company and all of those things. And, somehow I don't want to give any, I don't want to bad mouth our people, but it seems like the planning division is not doing an effective job in terms of how it have to operate. If I give a direction, if I give a directive, it's supposed to be clear. And when that directive is not followed, then action is supposed to follow. Full stop. I'm saying in any situation, the government is a policy-making body. So there may be something that the government may want to see happen, and they have to be in consultation with the planning division. But the government cannot unilaterally go and say, well, look, don't do that or don't do this, of a body that is instituted by an act of parliament. So the planning division have to do what they have to do. I mean, it's just clear. I'm hearing a lot, but the planning division has to step up to the plate. And I think it's the personnel that is on that body that may be questionable. Thank you and have a good morning.
Thanks so much for calling, sir. And just an update from our news desk. GBN did a story last week advising that construction at the Woodford site is suspended pending the environmental assessment. So just an update there for you. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll keep the lines open and we will have some more conversation.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency, unlocking the possibilities.
Served Grenada for decades. We are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
In a world driven by digital innovation, our future is defined by connectivity and communication, shaping how we learn, work, and interact. But what safeguards our digital rights? The Electronic Communications or EC Bill will. The EC Bill ensures rights such as improved quality of service, data privacy and security, support for universal service and access, and complaint resolution are protected, with a tribunal to resolve disputes. This is consumer protection. The EC Bill also ensures a competitive environment for electronic communications companies to enter the market. There are many other benefits of the EC Bill. ECTEL is paving the way for a fair, secure, and inclusive digital society for our contracting states.
ECTEL and the NTRCs, digitally transforming our space together.
Sunrise Diagnostic Center is the place to visit for your medical laboratory test, ultrasound, X-ray, mammogram, ECG, and ultrasound guided and bone density test. Also available are COVID PCR and antigen tests. Most results are available within 24 hours. Sunrise Diagnostic Center is located at number 9 NS Building, Melville Street, St. George's, with sub-offices in Grand Anse, Wall Street, and Grenville, St. Andrew. Visit Sunrise Diagnostic Center today at any of their offices or call 440-3709 or cell phone 415-9522.
Whether you're a culinary expert like me, okay, I'm joking, I'm not an expert, I'm a novice, or a novice like me, we have the products for you to assist you on your culinary journey. Let us start with the seasoning. This is the foundation. This is where you start. So we have our small sachets here. As you can see, we have chicken, we have fish, we have all-purpose, we have the flavor, the pot, various sizes. We have the shakers here in 125 gram as well in the same flavors. And if you want a larger format, we have it in the 200 gram. Remember, these things will be available at the GBN Maggie King of the Grill, and they're also available at your favorite store or supermarket nationwide.
Get ready, Grenada. The Maggie King of the Grill is back and bigger than ever. On Saturday, June 7th, Monroe's playing field transforms into the ultimate battleground for grill masters. Think you got what it takes? Then fire up those grills and show your skills. Registration closes Friday, April the 11th, so don't miss your chance to compete for that sizzling prize and bragging rights. It's food, fun, and flavor, all powered by Maggie. To register, call 407-8458. Maggie King of the Grill, where flavor rules. See you there.
Welcome back to Good Morning Grenada for today, Tuesday, the 25th of March. It is now 26 minutes onto the hour of 8 o'clock. I hope you're on time for whatever it is you have at 8 o'clock or whatever it is you plan on doing today. Right now, we are joined by a special guest. We have from the Grenada Cooperative Bank, Mr. Francis St. Hilaire. He's the Marketing and Branding Officer. Good morning, Francis. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning to you, Chrissy, and good morning to all the listeners of Classic.
Awesome. It's so good to have you join us. I mean, what's happening with the bank these days?
Well, we're always very busy at the bank, always trying to help people meet their needs and meet their desires.
And I know that the Grenada Cooperative Bank not only provides so many convenient services for people to do personal transactions and business, but there's also a very unique aspect of supporting community. There's a corporate social responsibility that you do as well. Tell us about some of the initiatives you have coming up.
Well, we pride ourselves on being an excellent corporate citizen, and corporate social responsibility is one of the pillars that the bank has been built on. So taking those initiatives in terms of helping our community and being there for our community is something that as a bank we take very serious. In terms of our corporate social responsibility, and the big one that we have coming up on our agenda is our trademark event that is Pump It Up, our family fun walk, which will be taking place on the 6th of April in Carriacou and the 4th of May in Grenada. Pump It Up has become a staple on the diet and on the calendar, and persons look forward to that every year. It's where we promote healthy living, where we promote exercise, physical exercise, where we promote community, we promote togetherness, the community coming out together, and we're supporting, as usual, every year a worthy cause. We're supporting a charitable organization. And this year, our first is to support the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou. So all proceeds from our Pump It Up this year will be going towards the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou.
That's really great. I love that there's that focus on Carriacou. I mean, I know that Carriacou, Petit Martinique, they're largely still dealing with the impacts of Hurricane Beryl which occurred last year in July. So it's nice to know that there's that focus on the hospital. How would the walk in Carriacou, would it be different in any form this year given the impacts?
Well, yes, it would be slightly different. The route would be slightly different because that given all the debris that's on the playing fields, we cannot start at our usual playing field where we started in Lauriston before. So we will be starting at the Alexis Food Stores car park. It's not so far from where we started before. And, of course, we are going to finish at the tennis court in Hillsborough. So the walk would be just a slightly different in terms of the route, but in terms of the other aspects of the walk, it largely remains the same.
Really, really good. And tell us about the walk in Grenada. What is the route?
Well, Grenada, Monrouge playing field to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. So it's going to be nice walk from the Monrouge playing field to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. So we're basically going to be walking along this we have been doing for the last couple of years in Grenada.
You know, I'm quite interested. How long does it usually take the first person and the last person to get to complete the route for the Pump It Up walk?
Well, I'm happy that you asked this question. We do not time the first person. We do not time the last person because the walk really and truly is not a competition. We don't promote competition. I mean, of course, individuals can come and compete among themselves if they want to, but we do not promote the walk as a competition, and there are no prizes for the first or the last person who complete the walk. So in terms of timing, from what I can tell you, there are persons who would do that walk within a 45-minute period, while there are others who would take an hour and a half to do the walk. Even as much as 2 hours, because you have persons from different age groups. You have persons in terms of the physical stature who are different. So some persons are a lot fitter than others. Some persons, their purpose is to, increase their fitness. Some persons, they just want to start walking because they want to exercise. So we have different persons on the route. So from a time point of view, persons would take different time, and we're very comfortable with that. And we encourage persons. It doesn't matter what age group you are in. It doesn't matter how fit you are. Come out, challenge yourself, and you can participate in the walk.
That's great that it's a no pressure zone, come out, be as you are, walk at your own pace. And I really love that. So everyone can come out. Is it something that's open to children, adults? Who can come to the walk?
Well, everybody can come to the walk because we encourage, it's a family fun walk. So from the youngest to the oldest. And as I said earlier, that's why we encourage family. We encourage togetherness. You come on the walk, you might meet someone that you went to school with and didn't see in 15 years. We have prizes for the largest family, the largest group, the largest organization, and of course the categories of specific. We also have for the youngest child in stroller, the oldest person finishing the walk, eldest person finishing the walk. So we encourage participation from the youngest to the oldest person that can physically make it.
Lovely, lovely. And how many people have you had over the years? And tell us when this walk actually started, because it's been quite a number of years now.
All right. So to answer the last question, first, this is our 14th walk. It started in 2009. So from 2009 to now, we've been having this walk. Of course, we know that the COVID years, nothing could have really taken place because to bring together, and I'm answering your second question one time, to bring together 5,000 people on the road at that time was not going to be a good idea. So generally, we have about 5,000 persons who come to that walk. It's literally kept at around that figure because, it's going to be very difficult to control more than that amount of persons on the road, given the increase that we have in traffic and vehicles on our roads. Logistically, it's going to be a huge challenge to bring out more persons than that. I know that more persons may want to come out, and it's something probably we might consider, but for now, we're looking at approximately 5,000.
Okay, 5,000 people. Now, I know you said this year the beneficiary will be the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou. Can you tell us a little bit of some of the other beneficiaries in previous years, and if you can, even what amount has been donated to them?
Okay, thanks for this question. Over the years, we have contributed to a number of charitable organizations, namely the Grenada Heart Foundation, and that was the very first charity that benefited from the Pump It Up Walk in 2009. The amount of monies raised then was $8,400. Grenada Diabetes Association, 2010. $15,045.17. Grenada Kidney Foundation, we raised over $16,000 there. The Sickle Cell Association of Grenada, over $12,500. Grenada Cancer Society, $24,399. Pink Ribbon Society, $17,426. The Lupus Foundation, $17,605. And our big project, our massive project that took place over a 5-year period was the Carlton Home Project, where we raised $584,392. So over the years, we have been raising significant amounts of funds for charitable organizations across Grenada. Now we get into Carriacou.
I love that. Walking with a mission. You know, you said there's no prize, but the prize is fitness as well as giving back to society. So I must applaud the Grenada Cooperative Bank for that initiative. Are you partnering with other businesses or entities as you are hosting the walk this year?
All right. So just before I answer that, there are prizes. The prizes are for the largest group, the largest organization, church, school, mentioned the youngest person. So, yeah, there are prizes, but not from a competitive nature, but from more of a numbers point of view. Over the years, we've partnered with a number of like-minded institutions. In the beginning, we started with Hubbard, which has been one of our main partners throughout this from the inception. We also have Flo, who has also been with us. Antillian Group has also been with us over the years. Koyaba Beach Resort has been with us. Wagiti Tenton Rentals has also been supported us over the years as one of our major partners. Did I mention the Antillian Group has been also with us, and we've also had support from Body Image Gym. They have been one of our supporters. Glenelg Springwater has also been with us. George of Huggins, Spiceland Mall, and of course the Royal Grenada Police Force has been integral in what we do every year in terms of the walk, in terms of the road control, in terms of the traffic control. Grenada Red Cross has also been with us, and of course the Ministry of Health has been supporting that initiative throughout the years.
Really good to know. And, it's good for us to know some of these partners so we know who to support, I think largely people care about the work that the businesses they're supporting. They care about the work that they're doing in the community. So thanks for that list, and big up to every business place, every organization that is joining in. I'm trying to figure out now how I'm identifying my crew. Like if I say to my Zumba people, let's go to the walk, do we have to wear a specific color? Are there t-shirts? How does that work?
All right, great. So we have T-shirts, of course, that's one of our main identifying mark, our T-shirts. And this year, it's blowing the place up in terms of our very bright orange. How your organization can benefit and how you get involved. So, T-shirts cost $20 per individual. For groups of 3 or more, T-shirts cost $15 each. So your Zumba crew can get the numbers, and then you come into any one of our RBUs or our Pump It Up main office, which is at the former FTIB building, and you can purchase any amount of T-shirts that you like. So once you have your group of 3 or more, you get your T-shirts for only $15. And I was telling someone the other day that, I'm not the biggest person in life, so I had to resize my T-shirt, and it cost me $25. And the T-shirts are only going for $20 for individuals and $15 for groups of 3 and more persons. So
of course, it's a steal of a deal for sure. So I like that it's so reasonable and also still going to a worthy cause. And would it mean that to purchase T-shirts in Carriacou, Petit Martinique, that will be at the Corp Bank in Hillsborough?
Yes, so it will be at our RBU in Hillsborough, and it's not just the T-shirts. We have a package. You would get a lovely fanny pack, which is in style these days with your T-shirt. So in terms of how reasonable the package is, it's beyond reasonable.
Excellent. Well, I look forward to that and look forward to joining. Just remind us of the dates, the time, so we know where to be when, so we can join the Pump It Up Walk for 2025.
Okay, so again, Carriacou is where we started off. We started off in the north, and Carriacou would be on April the 6th. The walk starts promptly at 4 p.m. We have an opening ceremony that starts at 3:30 sharp, very sharp. We do a warm-up session from around 3:45 to get you all loose so that, you wouldn't pull nothing. Persons who have not done this for such a long time, we want to make sure that you're properly loose and you're ready for the road. And so Carriacou is on April the 6th. We start at Alexis Food Stores, and we walk to the tennis court in Hillsborough. So the walk will end at the tennis court in Hillsborough, where we will have a closing ceremony, and we will have a little bit of entertainment. We would have healthy food stuff on sale. When I talk healthy food stuff, I'm speaking also of vegetables and fruits that will also be on sale during the walk. We will be giving a number of health tips so that persons can know what they should do, because we really want to spark persons walking, because we know that walking is the simplest but most effective way of exercising. So, of course, we will be providing health tips for persons, and please do not worry. Have our health consultants on board. We'll have our medical persons on board in the event of any unforeseen circumstances or any unfortunate incident. So we've got all of those bases covered. Grenada, we start at the Montrouge playing field again promptly 4 p.m. When we say 4 p.m.,
and remind us of the date for Grenada.
Grenada is May the 4th, and we start at 4 p.m. The first steps are taken at 4 p.m. So we do not want persons to try to reach for 4. Come for the warm-up session, come for the opening ceremony, so that we all leave the Montrouge playing field promptly at 4 p.m. on May the 4th and journey towards the Kirani James Athletic Stadium.
Excellent. Thank you so much for giving us the good information as to how we can join the Pump It Up Walk. And so the 6th of April in Carriacou and the 4th of May in Grenada. The walk starts at 4 p.m., but of course you want to get there at 3:30 for the opening ceremony and then the warm-up. Anything else you'd like to share with us before you leave?
Well, definitely. I just want to encourage persons to come out and support a worthy cause. We know the devastation that took place in Carriacou last year. And, of course, our health is our greatest wealth. And raising funds towards improvement of our hospitals is something that is very significant, and I would like to once again make a clarion call to persons to come out and support. Even if you cannot walk, you can purchase the T-shirts or you can make a contribution. We have just about 5,000 persons walking. If everyone contributes $1, that would be an additional $5,000 to the cause.
Indeed, indeed. Thank you so much, Francis St. Hilaire, Marketing and Branding Officer from the Grenada Cooperative Bank. Thanks for joining us today.
You're most welcome. Have a wonderful day.
Thank you, sir. And, of course, this is still Good Morning Grenada for the next 6 minutes. That's right. It's 6 minutes onto the hour of 8 o'clock. We'll be right back before we close for today.
Get ready, Grenada, to Maggie.
Tracksuit, water bottle, sneakers. It's time. Let's get ready to join us on the road this year for Quad Bank's annual Pump It Up Family Fun Walk. Tell your family and friends, and let's get moving towards a healthier lifestyle. Carriacou, come out in your numbers on Sunday, April 6th from 4 p.m. as we pump it up from Alexis Food Store's car park to the Hillsborough Tennis Court. On Sunday, May 4th, the action is on the mainland. We're hitting the road at 4 p.m. from Montrouge Playing Field to the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Registration ends on May 2nd or while stocks last. So get your packages today. Individual packages cost $20. For groups of 3 or more, packages cost $15 each. Proceeds go towards the Princess Royal Hospital in Carriacou. Visit our website for more details. See you on the road for Welcome Home.
My name is Pianki Toussaint. I am a proud representative of the Maggie brand and by extension Bryden and Miners. And I'm here to tell you that we are very excited to be once again the title sponsor of the GBN Maggie King of the Grill. This is an event that we have partnered with for well over a decade. It's a family fun environment. It's a great way to taste the culinary exploits of some of Grenada's finest chefs. And I'm telling you, if you're not there, you're missing out on something grand, right? This is something that our brand, Maggie, a household name, your culinary partner, is very, very happy to be a part of. And you'll get to see some exciting, not just see, but also taste some delicious and exciting things from us on that day as well. So we are looking forward to having you at the GBN Maggie King of the Grill. See you there.
Get ready, Grenada. The Maggie King of the Grill is back and bigger than ever. On Saturday, June 7th, Montrouge Playing Field transforms into the ultimate battleground for grill masters. Think you got what it takes? Then fire up those grills and show your skills. Registration closes Friday, April the 11th. So don't miss your chance to compete for that sizzling prize and bragging rights. It's food, fun, and flavor, all powered by Maggie. To register, call 407-8458. Maggie King of the Grill, where flavor.
Yes, indeed, you are greater. In case you forgot that motivational quote for today, your journey is your own. keep moving forward with faith even when the path is unclear. We're hearing there from Dash with I'm Greater. Well, the name of the song is Greater, but we're singing I'm Greater over and over, right? It's just about 2 minutes on to 8 o'clock, so we are about to wrap up this program for today, Tuesday, March 25th. I hope that you have, felt edified, Remember the word of the day is erudite. And you hopefully you've gotten a little bit more knowledgeable on a few things. And we have a quick call. We'll take one quick call before we close the show today. Good morning, you're live.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. You have just a few seconds to share with us.
Yeah, what about the action of the woman yesterday with a concrete mixture truck? I'd like to get the news good concerning the guy who interviewed the driver. That's when you have to be slack and out of order to let out the difficult reverse and one damage up. Somebody who won't get the person damage too. And you don't put up with the handbrake of the vehicle, you didn't put it in a proper gear if I do go back. So I'd like to get all information about.
Yeah, I'm hoping that we'll get a little bit more information with the news as the story develops and more unfolds. Thank you so much for calling.
Yeah, bless you.
Yeah, such an unfortunate incident, and we're really hoping that the woman who was injured in the home when the concrete mixer truck fell on the building, we're really hoping that she has a safe recovery because she was injured following the incident yesterday. So, of course, stay tuned to GBN News for updates on that situation, and we will definitely keep you posted as more unfolds. All right. We're down to 1 minute before 8 o'clock. I am wishing you an amazing Tuesday. Stay on the safe side. Make sure to follow your path. And a special good morning to all those celebrating their birthday, their anniversary, or just celebrating life. Big up to all of you on the Facebook Live. People like Mary, Jellyanne. I see Veronica, Sandy here. Good morning to you. Yola, Rico, Wallard, Yuline, Henry. Good morning, Cicely, Jennifer. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for joining us live on TV and radio as well. You can keep watching. We have more programming for you. But of course, I'm signing off for now. For Good Morning Grenada, I'm Chrislyn Lashington or Missy Chrissy. Have a fabulous, fabulous Tuesday.